Hello and welcome to Flagstaff TV. Today we are joined by Andy Matharu, the CFO of Sound Energy. Andy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Catherine.
Andy, this is your first set of interims as the new CFO. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to join Sound Energy?
Yeah, sure. I joined Sound about 4 months ago as interim CFO in May, and now I'm been permanent CFO since the 1st of September. I've got a 30-year background in the oil and gas sector. A lot of that spent in industry. I started off as a petroleum engineer with Chevron and Kerr-McGee in the North Sea before going into investment banking and capital markets and working for a number of firms in the city, including the likes of Cazenove and Numis. And then I moved back into industry with an AIM company called Tower Resources back in 2012. And I've worked for a number of AIM listed companies and ASX listed companies since then. I was also CFO of ASX listed Hartshead Resources, focused on the North Sea, which I was a founding shareholder in. And so, I bring a mix, I think, of industry and city experience and capital markets to Sound Energy.
Thank you, Andy. From the interims, there have been developments with the Chandrara operator manager. Can you tell us how the micro LNG project is progressing?
Well, I think since Managen took over operatorship, they've been working at pace now to get us into a position where we will have first gas by the end of the year, and that is all looking on track. I think the most important development that we've had on the micro LNG plant in the last 12 months has been the conversion of the project contract from a lease type vendor financing contract into the traditional EPC style contract. That means that our daily OPEX on the micro LNG has been reduced because the financing package has been replaced rather by a debt financing package. So that's going to help us on the OPEX.
Now, Sound has recently entered into joint ventures in the areas of solar power and hydrogen and helium. What can you tell us about this?
I think these two new joint ventures play really into the company's energy transition strategy. So the first one, the solar JV, is with a well-established solar power developer called Gaia Energy, who have got several developments throughout Africa. So they're a very good partner. We bring the relationships that we've got in Morocco to assist in that JV. So the ambition is that over the next few years, we will be developing on upward of 20 sites with Gaia for photovoltaics. And that should give us, in the next few years, a good kind of baseline cash flow, steady cash flow from those businesses. The second JV is a hydrogen JV with a UK listed company called GTEC, who are quite well known in the subsurface technology space. It's very early stage. We haven't got a license yet, but we will be working towards that. Hydrogen and helium is a very important space in the energy sector at the moment. A lot of your readers and listeners will have seen a huge amount of capital being attracted to hydrogen startup companies. So I think that this is potentially a very important development for us in Morocco.
Andy, finally for today, what other potential new ventures might we see Sound Energy getting involved with in the future?
Right. Well, as you can imagine, we've got quite an active new ventures pipeline, and there's two strands to it really, where we can leverage our relationships in Morocco, and you've seen that already with the JVs that we've developed with High Maroc and with the solar JV with Gaia. Outside of that, I think outside of Morocco, it would be focused on oil and gas and traditional hydrocarbon space. And the focus for us really is North Africa, the Middle East, and around the Mediterranean. So we're not traveling too far away. We're kind of sticking to that sort of regional geography.
Andy, thank you very much for your time today.
Thanks very much, Catherine. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for watching FlagstaffTV.